wish us luck.
Okay, great.
Do you need water or soda?
I think it'd be nice to have some tea, but
Yeah,
it's too late. The show started. I don't keep the guests waiting.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome. So excited to have you here on our date night.
This is great.
Yeah. I was thinking, because we have a third kid now, and like that date night thing just like taunts me every Wednesday night. It's just like, date night. I'm like, I don't have a date planned.
I do appreciate that you have a taunting feeling, though. It means that you're really committed to it.
It's like it's there. It's like saying you're supposed to date your husband tonight. And I'm like,
right. I
don't have a date planned. Nothing.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like on me, but I didn't know you were that into it.
I'm into it. I'm so into it that I got us a tripod.
Hey, tripod.
And we're now going to have our date night right here.
Live.
But,
so what are we doing here? This is like for the kids?
What kind of kids?
Well, we have kids.
This is not for the kids. This isn't like, hey guys, mom and dad here.
No, but like in the future.
No, this is not for the kids.
Why not?
I mean, I guess now that you mention it, I have to envision that one day they will find it. So I guess I want to be careful of what I say.
Be careful.
Yeah.
People want to know what you have to say.
Exactly. But
I'm just more thinking like it'd be nice that the kids could see.
I mean, I'm thinking that's an interesting take. I'm gonna yes and that. It's an interesting take. I was not thinking it's for the kids. That's
okay.
Nice.
No, I'm not. Maybe it's not for the kids, but like they'll get to see their parents interacting.
Because you're always thinking about like in the yonder when we're dead.
Right.
This thing. Okay, I know. I forgot that that's like your primed towards.
It's one of the things.
One day when we're
the future.
Dead.
I'm actually, by the way,
getting better at that.
Caring less.
Yeah.
About death.
Yeah.
No, I care about death a lot.
Okay.
Well, it bums me out. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
Like that it all ends.
I know. It's rough.
So like, what are we doing here right now?
We're having a date night.
No, just like in general, like let's get along in the world.
That's right.
Love and peace. Wait, but I wanted to tell you something.
Tell me. It's our date night. You tell me anything you want.
Oh, there was something I wanted. Okay, whatever. I'm sure it'll come back.
Okay. It was about for the kids. So what are we doing this for? I feel like it's some accountability on us having a date. Like this is already more pleasant than what we would have been doing, each of us looking at our phones.
Are you kidding? We're better than that.
Okay. But our worst is us both looking at our phones in different rooms.
That's fine, but I did get an Apple Watch.
To reduce the phone.
So far, so good.
So far, much better.
Yeah. I mean, like we went to the park today.
Didn't even look at your phone.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, turns out my watch was dead.
Oh, so
it ran out of battery. I had like a craving to check. I was just like, oh, what's going on in the world? But the good news is it was significantly delayed. Like the call to check.
So even that, like the watch gives you a stopgap, and it's training your brain to have like a little more stamina.
Well, the brain isn't trained to check the watch for whatever.
Don't train it.
I know. That's actually the thought that I had when I went to go check it.
Yeah, you're like, this is not good.
Yeah, and I was thankful that the battery was dead. And I was like, oh.
What did you have checked? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Just to make sure there wasn't some urgent message of some kind that I needed to be on top of.
Let's take a quick detour on this urgent idea.
Detour? Nobody's expecting anything.
Well, we're talking about what the purpose of our date night is, and so I'm going to take a quick detour to say, I posted something on TikTok the other day, Julie and Ezra Weinblatt. And I said that someone said to me, like, you know, can you handle the intensity of your job and being a parent of 3 kids?
Somebody said that to you?
Yeah, and I shared it on the internet.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know who could have been. But
no, it doesn't really matter. But one of the comments that really stuck out to me was like, corporate America is designed to make us think that you have an intense job. You don't have an intense job. None of it matters.
None of it matters.
Like, write it down. And then like another one was like, write it down and burn it. Like, it means nothing. Like, this comment is useless. Can you handle it? It's up to you. I don't know.
Right.
And I just think of like I had to check. Did something urgent? It's like, I don't know. Was the message going to be that the park is on fire?
Now we're back to,
Because unless the park is on fire, like, there's probably nothing that urgent. Like, it's like artificial urgency.
Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, 100%, you're right.
Unless the message was like, an asteroid is about to hit the park that you're in with your kids right now, run.
Listen, so what you're asking for is a cultural shift. Like, I got no problem putting, like, just ignoring people for a bit. I mean, that's not true. I don't have that much of it. I have a problem with it. It's hard to do.
It's very hard to do.
Very hard to do. But getting the other person on the other end to be okay with it when they're running their lives and just wanting to move on.
Thinks it's
urgent. Everybody, well, maybe thinks, feels, whatever it is. Yeah.
It's intense.
You can't solve that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So what's the point of our date night? Well, if you remember, what's funny about this as a concept is, do you remember what our date night rule was when we were dating?
No technology?
No.
That
was Shabbat. What was our date night rule? The difference between you and I just like going out and
we would declare it's a date.
Versus date night was
you would declare it's a date.
That's one thing. And the other thing was if we saw someone,
say something.
See something, say something. No.
See someone, say someone.
We would say like, sorry, we're on a date. Like we actually can't sit
with
us.
It was intimate.
Yeah, and
it was personal.
It was the difference between if we went out in DC, like anywhere we went, we're like, oh, come join us, be
elevator, we're inclusive. Yes,
very inclusive. Date night was like,
no, we're in a bubble.
We're in a bubble, and we would say to people like, sorry, this is a date.
It's a date. Yeah. I thank you for bringing that back because I forgot about that.
Well, it's funny because what's this? This is a date night for everyone.
Right, for everyone. It's a public date night.
It's like,
but it still has, it still has this level.
It still has
like nobody else is in the room here.
No one else is.
Except for the recording. Thank you, Jim, Bob, Smith, Rick, Ellen. Oh, Ellen, you're amazing. I know we'll get the wardrobe, killed it. Makeup, art, everybody.
Yeah.
Light guys, everybody. Wow. I did the.
You did the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you hope we were going to accomplish here?
Oh, well, I actually came up with some ideas of things that we like. I'd like to have like a bit of like a theme or a structure of some kind.
For this one or for all of them, or like we're just going to start?
It's so overwhelming to commit that deep.
Let's start with this. Is it like we pick a book and start at one page?
Well, right. No. Well, I thought it would be great to like study something. Like, for example, like we could grab a book
and like
here.
Page ready.
Through the language.
Turn to page 47.
Through the language glass. Why the world looks different in other languages. So, we could introduce our library. We've got an incredible library. I'm very proud of it.
Me too.
I'm a big fan of linguistics. I find it fascinating. And I bought a series of linguistics books that popped up and spoke to me. I have not read most of the books over here, but
you're inspired by
but part of having a library is so that we can pull from it and read at any given point. And that's kind of, we could actually do that. So I was actually thinking it would be cool, specifically actually what I wanted to study was Stoicism. I like to bring Stoicism into my family.
This class?
Just in general. And I thought it'd be like cool to study it because if you want to conquer the world, you got to conquer yourself.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That is the thing.
It's the whole thing. So I think Stoicism is one of the best tools to go out to utilize. I'm aware of some of the concepts. I already.
This isn't like a Stoicism YouTube channel. This is the topic. Like you want to pull this thread for a moment.
I was thinking that we could read a few of these books. Like there's a lot of ideas. Okay. We could like read an idea and then discuss it.
Okay. Do you have an idea that you read? Or like
about like a specific thing? Well, listen, right now we're just in the ideation phase. This is the pilot. This show might not even work at all. Okay. So we might have like Jim and Bob and Ellen and Steve and all the people. This might just be a one-time thing. But if it works, then But what will work, right? So I think
I will edit this or not. But I just need to just since Jim and Bob are doing such a good job, I just want to make sure we're recording. I checked. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Ooh, that would have been rough if not.
If not, it's okay. It's happened to the toast before, and if it's happened to them, it can happen to us.
What's the toast?
Toast is my favorite podcast. Everything here is inspired by them.
Beautiful.
Okay, so one idea is...
Okay, so one is to discuss Stoicism. The other one actually literally was like, let's kind of go through the library and read and learn about some of these books.
Any segment, any episode can have multiple segments. And it's a segment of the episode can be like, we close with like, grab a book. I grab a book.
Close your eyes.
Like I grab a book.
Fumble.
Pick a page
around.
And then let's just see what the idea is, and we discuss it. Like, and maybe
right.
like, it's nothing, and we
right.
just laugh at how ridiculous this book is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's something.
Yeah.
That could be a segment.
That's going to be easier for some books than others.
For sure.
But yeah,
okay. So we got Stoicism. We got something with the books.
Something with the books. I still think we should be serving tea. There should be something. There should be something here. Like, how got to be sitting and chatting and not having a hot tea?
I was gonna drink a poppy.
What's a poppy?
Your soda. No, Olipop is my favorite, but Poppy sold yesterday for $1.9 billion to Pepsi, and it was.
Why didn't we start that? I have so many drink ideas. I should have. Listen, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is. Well, I'm gonna blame my parents. I should have gotten better advice as a kid. Like, there's so many good ideas I had. I don't know if this is worthy of blaming my parents for, but I'm gonna blame them anyways.
It's easier.
Blaming yourself. Yeah, I'm not blaming myself for this. Like, okay, this for example, I loved beverages. In fact, I still do. As a kid and like a young.
Who would have thought you could create a beverage? Honestly,
that's the thing. I thought it was all done. It was all done. Yeah, and then eventually you had water. And how many drinks have come on the market? In like
the past 3 years.
I was gonna say 30.
No, but literally
30. Like it's like mind-boggling.
30 is mind-boggling.
Yeah. Like what was when I was a kid?
When we were kids, it was like Gatorade.
No, because you're younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gatorade.
No, fun drinks. It was Gatorade and Capri Sun and Sunny D.
For me, no, it was Tab. And orange juice, okay? Those were our options.
Was the orange juice in the freezer can?
Yes.
We had that.
That's what there was, and it was just like, and then the new drink would come. Like I had the same idea as Honesty. I didn't know you could do it.
Yeah, you didn't know you could put tea in a bottle.
Well, I was just like, it's too sweet. Yeah, I'm going to water it down. Yeah, and like, you know what? We're going to make everybody feel good.
But you know about Snapple.
Snapple is too sweet. So Snapple, and there was another flavor that I loved. I don't remember, but we'll keep.
Like that thing, that lemon. I mean, the iced tea in the can.
Oh, the Nesty. That was so good. It had like a gross chemically flavor. Yeah, but I liked it. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't drink it now, but it was kind of entertaining at the time.
Right. So you could have started a beverage company. What were we talking about? Oh, so you were saying you could have had iced tea.
Because I don't have time in the day. I want to start a beverage company. Mm-hmm. Do I still want to do that? Like, I don't know. I'm just like, it seems like there already is one for every.
The way, what's so fascinating. So one of the things I would like to do is there's so many interesting like news stories. Now I love the Toast, and they do like the top pop.
Oh, that was the other. Stories. Yeah, we're going back with this.
That's the theme of this episode. Is what are we going to talk about on the episode? So like we might go down a tangent, but I'm going to bring us back. That's my job.
Okay, so you'll be the host.
I'm just bringing us back.
You'll be able to bring it back, girl.
Like, are you going to bring us back?
Bring it back, girl.
You're the tangent guy. Who's going to bring us? You can't bring us back. Okay, so what I found so fascinating is, the Toast talks about pop culture. I think it is interesting. Like we're both living in our like. Part of what it is to be like a modern married couple is like we both exist in our own worlds on our phones, right? Yeah. All day long. Like I'm on Instagram and TikTok. You're on Twitter, and what else are you on? X. So the same thing.
That's the same thing.
I know,
yeah.
But like those are the two things you're on. Oh, and podcasts, and then we both listen to different podcasts. Yeah. And a lot of our like getting together, we go to work, we interact with the kids, and it's like I read this thing, I saw this thing, I saw this tweet, I saw this, and we're like sharing content with each other. And I did think it's an interesting idea of like kind of merging the wealth of ideas that we're accessing on the internet and like discussing and sharing them with each other with each other.
The findings.
And like I'm in like I'm learning about parenting and feminism and businesses and pop culture, and you're learning about
all those things also,
and politics and global affairs and like very different topics.
Yes.
And I'm interested in yours, and you seem to tolerate mine. And and there's something to being like, I learned this cool thing. Let me tell you about what I learned. And like you ask questions, and I ask questions. And, yeah.
It sounds neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like share greatest hits of the week.
Yeah. But is that like a segment, or is that the show? Because this is a date night. And then
I think we should let like the audience vote.
Let the audience vote. Yeah, this wide audience. But, it is also a date.
Yes. Oh, sorry for all the noises.
You are making a lot of noises. It would not be allowed in most faces, but you're lucky. This is the
Well, we got Jim on audio. Yeah, he's going to take care of it. Yeah, he's got the murmur machine.
Who's the sound guy on Fish? The light
Chris.
Guy? Chris.
That's the light guy.
We got to get Chris in here.
For show. I think we're good.
It's also a date. No, I think we
Is there more to say?
I just want to say it's also.
How long is this? Have we?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I can sense. You can sense.
I feel like we did a great job. You're not wanting to end.
I was trying to say something.
Bit abrupt. Okay.
So I can sense, and we can go with your sense.
Whatever. We could keep going. I like you.
Stop talking about the keeping going and just continue.
Sure.
Which is to say, it's also the show is a date night, and so I feel like we shouldn't just talk about.
No. I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't mean this is the end of our date. Just the film part of the date could be wrapping to a head, or not. I mean, maybe you're having a good time and you want to keep it going.
You made that abundantly clear, but I still have a thought I'm trying to say. So if you'd like to wrap, and you told me to say my thought,
no, I would love to hear your thought. I didn't mean to cut off your thought. I love your thoughts. I want to hear some thoughts.
So we were talking about segments for the show or concepts for the show.
Oh, we're back to that?
That's the only topic of today's episode.
Do you want to resolve it in this episode?
No,
okay.
But I still have one I'd like to surface.
Oh, okay.
Which is to say that the show is called Date Night.
I remember, yes.
And so I think it's important that we're not I think it's important that we have some is there something we want to talk about with our relationship, or something we want to celebrate, a win or a moment, or a lesson learned, or we've been married for 11 years and we have 3 kids, and this is also
hanging on by a thread.
Great, clearly our communication is top notch. But I'm saying this is a show with a married couple together with all the things I just said. So you would think there'd be some element of us,
yes,
of us, yeah.
No, I'm making jokes, but I do love the idea.
Yeah.
I love the idea. I think we've done a lot of things right, and there's plenty of space to grow. And I give you a lot of credit. Actually, you've taught me a lot.
That's what I'm here to do. Bring you back on course. Clearly.
So yeah, I think that'd be cool. Yeah, let's take a victory from the week or something.
Yeah, something.
It could be like a parenting thing.
Parenting, relationships, something we noticed, something
that
was wow.
But you guys could vote. You guys could tell us what you want to hear. If there's something if you happen to, you see us out in the wild, there's something you really want to learn about or understand a little bit better.
As our audience grows, we can also take lots of shows have advice segments. People write in their questions, their challenges.
Yeah.
With their relationships, their kids, their boss, their neighbor.
Yeah. Yep.
And by the way, if Ezra makes that noise on the show, just know I'm dying on the inside. It's if I had a device segment, I would say Dear Ezra and Julie, I love the show. My husband makes this noise whenever he wants whenever he wants to move on from a thought. It makes me want to wring his neck. So I just hold it in, and what do you think I should do? That would be that'd be the letter I'd write into.
I love it.
Oh, this is fun.
Beautiful.
You were gonna do it again?
No, I was gonna say beautiful with emphasis.
Do you have any closing remarks? Anything you'd like to say? Tell people.
No, I gotta say I really enjoyed speaking to you in a structured format on these 2 chairs in front of the bookcase with the thing.
Yeah.
And I think you're super cute.
Thank you.
And I feel blessed to have you in my life.
I also feel blessed. What is that? Is that a shake on TV?
I don't know who's shaking? Why are we shaking? Okay,
really
yeah.
Making out? You tell you never been on camera before. This is in the borders, or we include all this?
Can we do a real kiss? So the one that doesn't mess up.
But how real are we doing?
No.
You show me. I'll just wait and I'll receive. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Thanks.
See you later.